Earlier today, Senator Elizabeth Warren stopped by CBS This Morning to talk about her book, A Fighting Chance, and some other political news. But most of the 8-minute-long interview was spent trying to get the senator to actually answer a question. Take a listen.
Hillary Clinton could announce any day now. Do you think she's the future of the Democratic Party?
Well, I think we have to see, first of all, if she declares.
Does she represent the Democratic Party that you believe the Democratic Party ought to be?
You know, I don't think the Democratic Party is a static thing. The Democratic Party is very much about drawing contrast, frankly, with the Republican Party.
If someone doesn't challenge Hillary Clinton in a primary, do you think that debate will happen? Do you think there needs to be a vigorous debate within the Democratic Party?
Look, I think there needs to be a vigorous debate in the whole question about running for president. I think everyone who's running for president should be talking about what they plan to do to strengthen and rebuild America's middle class.
It's hard to get you to be more specific.
I'm sorry, what was not specific about let's reduce the interest rate on student loans to 3.89%?
You've been saying that in a lot of you've been saying that. What we're trying to understand is that you represent, you really have become the voice of a wing of the Democratic Party and maybe all of the party. And what we want to know is, where does Elizabeth Warren want to see this party go?
Oh, golly, how could you not know?
Wage and where you differ from former Secretary of State Clinton. Well, why can't you tell us that? Why isn't that interest in the interest of a full debate about the future of the country, the future of the Democratic Party, and who the nominee ought to be?
Charlie, I'll tell you where I stand on all of the key issues. It's up to others to say whether they stand there as well or they stand in some different place.
Name me one thing that you would like to see Hillary Clinton do and say and commit to that she has not committed to.
Well, I'd like to see her address all of these issues.
Charlie Rose joined CBSN earlier today to explain why Warren may have been trying to avoid answering some of his questions.
She's a politician, you know, and she does not want to say certain kinds of things because it may, in her judgment, it may limit her options. That's what, not the option to run for president or not, but just options to maneuver. What I try to do there is to, is to have some background so you could know that when you're talking about trade, she's in opposition to the president. And many people think that she single-handedly, is doing damage to the possibilities of the trade